In this scary video, a woman named Len managed to capture the strange events unfolding in her home. Unlike most people who accidentally stumble upon paranormal activity, Len had a bigger problem. Every time she reached for her phone, the activity would immediately stop, almost as if the spirit knew it was being watched. Again and again, she tried but never had proof for her friends who doubted her chilling claims. Then on May 12, 2024, she decided to be discreet, and that's all it took. Watch this.
Son of a bitch, I'm telling you, I'm about to lose it. I'm literally, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Please, for just a few minutes, not play with any more toys. I'm trying to make sure my baby's not trying to fall out the screen door, but I'm scared to shut my own front door right now because if something else happens, I'm about to get my baby and I'm leaving. I don't know how because I don't got a car, but I'm going to be walking down the street with my 1-year-old. These toys, okay, I have this TikTok open right now because, hold on, let me get my baby because she's, God almighty. Okay, I wasn't going to post any content tonight because I'm home alone and I know when I do that, the activity gets worse. But the ghost is playing with toys and stuff, so I was just going to upload this one video and be done and tell you story time will be here when my husband gets home. I'm tripping over my words because I'm freaking out. The ghost is playing with the toys. I'm about to show you the video that I just recorded. And then while I had my TikTok open, about to post the one video, that toy over there starts playing by itself. So I'm standing by the front door waiting for something else to happen because I'm about to walk off with my baby. I don't have a car right now, but I'm about to leave. I asked the ghost nicely to stop playing with the one toy. I should have been more specific and meaning like all the baby toys. Please don't play with any of the baby toys. I'm sitting here playing peekaboo with my baby, and one of them toys just went off. I swear if you could hear my heartbeat right now, like I can hear it in my ears right now. I'm alone. I'm not making any kind of content right now because I know what will happen with me at this house by myself. So I'm not doing anything, and it's not helping anyway. I'm pretty sure, God almighty, it was that one. Yep. There's no reason for that to be playing. We've been in here for 2 hours. We got home from dinner about 2 hours ago. We've been in this living room, and that toy has not went off once. So it's not because it's being pressed by that tub, like, oh God. And I don't have a car right now. I can't leave. Like, I would leave right now. This is usually the part where I just ask the ghost to please stop because it's scaring me. Whoever's doing that, will you please stop? Because I'm here with my baby alone. I can't leave. I'm scared. Please. Just respect that, please. I mean, I let you back in the house. Just please respect that because I really don't want to get too freaked out. My heart's beating so fast that my baby is kicking, like the one in my belly. So evidently you can hear my heart speed up. So yeah, it just stops. It, for the most part, the ghost will respect what I ask. That's what people are in my comment section all the time talking about, like, why are you not getting rid of the dolls, this and that? Because they are pretty respectful. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but they, for the most part, respect when I tell them, like, I'm getting really scared, please stop, like, enough is enough, you know, you played with us for a little bit, now it's time, you know, we gotta go to bed, or this or that. They respect it for the most part.
Len began to suspect she was dealing with a childlike spirit, one that seemed attracted to toys and enjoyed opening things. For a brief period, the house went silent. No toys moving, no unexplained noises, Nothing. But after months of escalating encounters, Len and her family eventually moved out. Unfortunately, the paranormal activity followed. One evening during one of her popular online story times, where she often recounted her past supernatural encounters, the focus of the post shifted away from her stories and onto what was happening around her in real time. Watch closely.
When me and my brother were teenagers, my mom and dad moved us into this huge house. It was like 8 bedrooms. There's only 4 of us. So when we were cleaning it out, me and my brother found a wheelchair that we were playing in. It was like old and squeaky. It made a very distinct sound. While we were playing in that wheelchair, the old lady from next door, she was like 80, she come over to tell us about who lived in the house before us. Pretty much just creep us out. Somebody died from each family while they occupied the house. Like, the first people she told us about was an old man who was lonely and killed himself inside the house. And the second couple that lived there died in a plane crash while they lived in the house. The third person, it was an old man. He had a heart attack at the mailbox. And then the last people that occupied the house before we moved in was the girl that owned the wheelchair. And she was like young. Her mom and dad abused her, and she ended up dying in the house. But anyways, that wheelchair made a very distinct sound. And me and my brother were hanging out in my room one night, and we heard that wheelchair coming down the hallway. Now, my dad already threw the wheelchair away. Like, I know y'all just heard that. I know y'all did. It was banging on the walls. It sounded like right here. I had to run in and make sure my husband wasn't beating on the wall to make sure my baby's good. Everything's fine. Nope, that beating come from somewhere around here.
While describing a wheelchair, a loud banging noise erupted. But what happened immediately after was far more disturbing. Watch this.
I hear something. The ghosts are really messing with me now. They're doing stuff that I can't show on TikTok. So they're making stuff move, but they're like taunting me, like, haha, I can't show this. I was just in the living room with my baby. Let me check on my baby real quick. Good. Okay, I'm in the living room and I start hearing this weird buzzing sound. I'm like, what is that? I go looking for it. They have turned on adult toys that's in this drawer. I can't show it, but I literally just had to get in here and turn it off. It has a remote, and the remote's missing. I don't know where the remote is. Hand to God. The ghost is like taunting me now. They're like, ha ha, we're making stuff move, but you can't show it. So really, so they're messing with me in a way that only I can't post it. Like they're with me now.
This was the final piece of evidence suggesting that Len continues to experience hauntings because she talks about them so often that by giving them her attention, she may be feeding them or even inviting them in. But can discussing ghosts, spirits, and paranormal activity really draw them closer? Or is there another explanation for why Len always seems to find herself in the middle of supernatural events? Let me know your thoughts. In this clip, James and his friend were exploring an abandoned school building late at night after hearing rumors of strange noises drifting through the empty classrooms. As they followed the sound, their camera captured something truly unsettling.
What is that? I think it's coming from within.
Is it that one?
I think.
Can we tell us you guys?
Attention please, there has been a report of an emergency. Proceed calmly to the exit and leave the building immediately. All handicapped occupants shall use the building evacuation plan.
The cry of a baby echoing from an abandoned classroom is the kind of sound that instantly chills you because it simply doesn't belong there. But just as they approach the door, something lashed out at them. You can hear the panic in their voices as they bolted down the hallway, running for their lives. And this is where the debate begins. Some say they later returned with the police to make sure no actual child was in danger. But others, especially those with experience in haunted buildings, warn that the sound of a crying baby is a known paranormal lure, a tactic meant to draw people in. It's been documented in other hauntings where the cries lead to nothing or to something far worse. James never returned to the school, And honestly, after what happened, can you blame him? I'll leave this one for you to decide. A few years back, a TikTok user, The Dark Truth, started documenting the terrifying haunting within his home. The activity was relentless, with something strange happening nearly every other day. It wasn't long before he turned to the internet for advice. Eventually, he decided to live stream, determined to prove his short videos weren't staged and that the paranormal events were happening at random times throughout the day. What the stream captured was chilling.
I have an idea. It what? It wants to be afraid of it? I heard something. I heard something. Let's get what? Huh? My sink? This is my kitchen. My sink? What do you mean my sink? Oh. What do you mean my sink? Oh. Don't even say that. That'd be scary. I have to live here by myself. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
At first, the man didn't even notice what was unfolding behind him. The spirit was subtle, almost mocking him before escalating to a disturbing level, throwing an object down the stairs while he sat there unaware. If I were in his place, I'd be contacting a ghost hunter immediately for his own safety. Hauntings like this aren't easy to handle, especially when faced alone. Hopefully, he finds help before this entity takes things even further. Marissa had always been uneasy about her daughter's behavior. The little girl would often sit alone, holding full conversations with someone who wasn't there, or suddenly shouting as if she were arguing with an invisible figure. Things escalated when she began waking in the middle of the night, pointing at the corners of her room and whispering, "She's back." Disturbed by these incidents, Marissa installed cameras throughout the home, in the kitchen, living room, and bedroom. And one night, the footage revealed something chilling. If you look closely, her daughter isn't just picking up her toys. She's pulling at them with force, as though yanking them from another set of hands. When a child begins interacting with a spirit, especially one that struggles over objects, it often signals a territorial presence. It could be the ghost of a child or something far darker pretending to be one. And the fact that only her daughter seems to see it, that makes it even more unsettling. Marissa has since shared the footage with a ghost hunter, and the case is now under review. Hopefully, she and her daughter receive the help they need before the spirit decides it wants more than just toys.